All right, guys, we are back with another episode. What episode are we on now? I was on the last one. What are we on now?
17 or 18?
I think we're 17.
I think 17.
Man, time flies.
Dude, we're cranking them out, man.
Time flies when you're having fun and you're watching episodes from the sidelines. That was an interesting way to watch the episode.
Yeah, how did that make you feel?
Man, it was interesting. There were some points where I was kind of like, man, I want to chime in.
I knew it.
Yeah, I know.
And there's other points where I'm like, I'll let you guys handle that. But what about you?
There were some times I wanted you to chime in too.
Man,
that was like your episode right there.
I was feeling it, bro. There was like mentally, I was like there, but it was the lungs and the you know what I'm saying. You want to be hacking up all over the place. So sometimes you got to step back for the art.
Yeah,
exactly.
For
the sake of the art. You know what I mean? To. So how did you feel? Didn't even realize these were still on. Thanks. Okay. In case you need them.
They look good. Okay, yeah, man.
In case you need them for the spotlight. I know you get down with this.
I got mine. I got mine in the back right here.
Oh, okay. See, so then
a little fashion statement.
Man, I was ahead of my time.
Statement.
Without even knowing. How did it feel hosting?
Dude, it was honestly kind of nerve-wracking. Not gonna lie, but I got into it pretty quickly. Jordan's pretty he's very comfortable. I think it was probably the best pod for me to host the very first time, just because it's very easy to feed off of Jordan. He's very talkative. He illustrates and basically paints a picture pretty well for the viewers and everything. Easy, you don't have to you don't have to bait him into the answer. He just kind of gives you a well thought out explanation.
Oh yeah, for sure. He will go into detail about his answer.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah, man. No,
he handled it like a champ for sure.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
That you did, and I was able to get some extra I guess behind the scenes footage and stuff like that. And it was kind of weird at one point in the gym. They play the other episodes in the background, and all the different TVs that they have here. But it was crazy. At one point, I think out of the we have 6 or 7 TVs here, 4 episodes were on at once.
No,
plus we were interviewing.
Yeah,
so it was man,
it was video inception.
Yeah, man, it's just the Matrix, bro. It was there. I felt like I was in it, but it was cool to kind of see it from a different perspective, from where Don usually is checking out the episode. Yeah. But it was cool, man. Yeah, Jordan's a good guest. I'm glad we got him on for a second time. There's a lot of people that we need to get back on.
Definitely
next time. I'm still, Smitty. We need to get Smitty on with them cakes.
We need them Smitty cakes.
Well, I know. But
I can't disclose it to the audience, but he's locked in.
We gonna be trying some Smitty cakes.
Man, we gotta have that Smitty.
Dang, every time I think about Smitty cakes, I'm like, dang, I need to order something. I always forget.
Yeah, we got some friends that are very avid Smitty cake lovers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask them to hit them up. Hit me up. Yeah. Hit them up for me.
We know what you were saying.
The salted caramel praline is
gas. I still need to try that one.
My God, man.
The blueberry, that one was good.
Not anything compared to the praline, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah.
The blueberry
the way y'all
was
talk about it.
Yeah.
Still haven't had one yet. But we'll get there. But
eventually.
Yeah. So other than that, man, I know that there was more stuff that we had with Podboy going on Friday. Doing some recording with that, staying busy there, and now we're on our next episode. And it's good to be back, though, man. It's good to be back.
It is good.
Good to see you in the chair again, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Ethan, you look swell, but it's just Phil's chair. I mean,
it's just Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to have each one of us kind of host every now and again.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Maybe.
That'd be pretty dope.
That'd be interesting.
Have Don do it.
Donald just stands there.
That'd be an interesting episode.
He's like, do I do the intro? Or?
We're going to get into it.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
We think it'd be the best episode ever.
We do love Donald. Donald is the best. No, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm glad I was I'm glad I was able to make it through that episode, because I was kind of getting over a sickness as well. And I'm excited for tomorrow, dude. I'm getting back into the gym. I totally stopped taking creatine. I stopped counting my macros, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're looking really small right now.
I know. I feel it. I feel weak and small and puny.
Yeah, dude, you do.
So
agreed.
I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing.
It's like the cup. It's like the cup that you brought me back from Guanajuato. Is that what it was?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Guanajuato?
Yeah. Yeah, how you said that someday I'll be big. It's like I'm getting further and further away.
You're feeling the pressure of the world.
I'm proving you right. So, yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm finally over it. I'm gonna start taking creatine again and start pushing some heavy weight. I also need to start some cardio, man. It's like I told myself I was gonna start late February.
Oh damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah. But I've been thrown through the ringer basically the whole month of March. I just kind of been swamped with school, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 1 week over spring break, I was just bed, just sick. Just the worst sickness, probably the flu, bro.
Probably was. You're looking pretty pale there.
I know. Yeah, Phil brought me some tea and honey, and he's for lack of better words, he was just like, "Hey man, you look like shit."
That's the first thing. I was like,
I look exactly how I feel.
So that was a ghost that came out of your house for a second. Tight. Y'all got some weird stuff going on.
Came out with a mask on and all.
I appreciated that though. That was some appreciation.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you not coming to the gym that week because, even though our motto was thug it out, if you would have got me sick, I would have been pissed.
Nah, bro. And even the week after, it's like I didn't feel like bedridden and achy, but I still had that cough lingering. And I was like, bro, I'm probably not contagious because it's been over a week, but I don't know. And if I'm constantly coughing and like I'm in here and someone touches a piece of equipment that I happen to cough on, like you can clean off your station, bro, but you can't like it's not like black light looking at bodily fluids where you can like see everything. Like I can't tell. I'll clean it as good as I can, but I'm not.
Like, imagine you're on preacher curls, just like mid-set, just
dude,
all over.
I actually saw a video the other day on how we can upgrade ourselves on the preacher curls.
Oh yeah,
it's just the rotation in the wrist. Like you're not able to rotate the wrist, so they're saying to use a D cable. Put the D cable on, so when you bring it up, you can rotate your wrist in instead of like having it locked like that. You can actually get the full
D.
Full contraction.
Get the full D.
The full D cable.
That's right.
Yeah. Get that cable on there.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. Really upping our game. But if it makes you feel any better about like the losing weight, I've also been slimming down a little bit. But that's just because I got fat from Mexico. I was looking at myself in the mirror a little while. Like after, I was like, oh my gosh.
Which I'm surprised. Dude. I'm surprised. My uncle travels probably 6 months out of the year because he's just made it, right? He's just already made it. But he goes to Mexico, he goes to Bali, like Indonesia and places like that, and just
got a strong stomach.
I think he's going to he's going to move to Indonesia. He's done with the United States, but he always says how fresh the food is in Mexico.
No, it's fresh.
Ends up losing like every time. I swear it's like a cycle. He loses like 30 pounds. He comes home for 3 months. He gains it all back, bro. And then he goes on the trip and he comes back skinnier than before.
Really?
That's crazy.
Just shows the processed food over here, bro.
I'm inhaling.
Dude, I went crazy with the food though, bro. Like every tortillas, pan, fucking carnitas, tacos, every second.
Do you guys like carnita? Like, where would you rank? Because I know there's El Pastor, there's carnitas, there's carne asada, there's pollo asada.
As far as the kind of meat, taco meat?
I think carnitas would be the lowest rank for me. Out of
those
four, I think it would be like carne asada, chicken, El Pastor. El Pastor has grown on me.
Those are the standards.
No, I feel like carne asada is the standard.
You've never had cabeza or
cabeza?
Head.
Yeah, I know. But
lengua?
But is it like cow head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had tongue?
No.
Dude.
That's a lingua.
Lengua taco.
Yeah,
it's really,
you guys
really
forget
soft.
I know Spanish, huh?
It's really soft.
Yeah, it's
dude.
No, it's
really
like roast
good, bro.
beef. It tastes like roast beef, but just like it's like a soft, like roasted, like a pot roast. It's like a really, really soft pot
and it
roast.
Tastes
meat.
good.
Banging, bro. When I went, my dad literally bought their whole stash. Like they had no more tongue tacos after my dad was done with it.
In Mexico, really?
Or like in the specific spot that we went. I didn't even get to try it.
No,
it's
man,
good.
Man porked out, dude.
The only one I don't like.
I've seen them make it. They cut it into strips, right? Or how did they cut it?
They just cut up the tongue.
Yeah, little chunks, like
fucking
cubes.
Nuts, dude.
The only ones I don't like for tacos are blood tacos. I don't know if you guys ever had like the blood sausage taco. They're not very good. It's essentially it's like chorizo but made with blood. And they cook it down, and I don't really mess with the blood tacos, but everything else I think I've tried. I won't say that. I don't know if you guys know about tripas.
Oh yeah,
I won't.
Yeah, tripas.
I won't mess with.
What is
tripas,
that?
bro. It's intestine, and it's really gross.
Oh no, okay. Yeah.
It's not that gross, but yeah, it's not the best.
It's yeah, and again, everything is how it's prepared. Some people prepare it differently. Everyone prepares, and like you said, cabeza. Some people, I'll have it if it's like the cheek meat. I don't like the brain. Some people actually will chop up like.
Oh, I did not know that actually.
That's so
it's usually
like,
cheek meat for cabeza. It's
okay,
usually what
talk
it is,
about
but they'll
not
actually
wasting the animal though.
I know they don't waste a single
yeah,
piece of it, bro.
that's one
why
thing
I-
about their culture is they
Yeah.
if it is okay enough to eat, they will eat it.
Mhm.
Like I don't see many people like you can eat like pig eyes, right? Like don't they
A
eat,
lot
like-
of people eat eyes.
Yeah.
I think not just pig eyes, but a lot of people eat like
Like,
eyes.
who would have thought
like-
about eating chicharrones? Like, I swear, anyone in Estados Unidos, no, they would
What did
not.
you just say?
Estados Unidos.
Oh, you just switched it up on me. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Anyone here, they would definitely not think about like eating like the skin of a pig.
Dude, you know what's good?
But you know what's good is like chicharrones
Yeah.
with like Cholula. It's
Chicharron,
Dang,
dude. Next time, since you're a carnitas fan, get carnita tacos.
Mm-hmm.
And
With
the chicharron
Yeah,
on top.
chicharron.
Do you
Dude,
crush it
nice
up like into a
crunch.
dust or like?
No,
Mm-mm.
like I mean,
You
like
just kind of crunch it up a little
a
bit.
little bit, almost like to small, like little crouton sizes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you put that right on top, and then put the green salsa on top of it. It's
Ooh.
dude,
Man.
gas,
Bro, I want
bro.
Mexican food now. I'm not gonna lie. I
It
want
is
some
really, really
chili
good.
verde. I want a chili verde burrito.
Yeah, those are banging too.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I had a rank, as
Damn,
far as like
dude.
my favorite, it would probably be pastor. Al
Okay.
pastor, if it's done right. like,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
right
if
way.
it's done right.
I
Like
agree.
on the actual like cooking like wheel and stuff like that, then I like that
Ooh.
pastor. And then probably carnitas and cabeza, dude. That's dude.
Mhm.
Once you had it, like the beef cheek, like that meat is really, really, really good, dude. Try it next time you're there.
Okay,
Try it.
interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to go carne asada because it never fails.
Never.
You know, it's just all reliable.
Yes.
Then pastor, and then carnitas, lengua, and I'm not a big chicken guy to be honest. So I put chicken.
I was gonna
last.
say, dude, I am a really big chicken guy, but if I get like street tacos, I'm more keen on getting carne asada or el pastor.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
because the
straight
chicken
up.
is just like you can get chicken with any cuisine.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Right,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
But can you get that pastor flavor?
No,
with it?
and like you
Mm.
reminded me
Get
when
the
it's on the
carnitas
spinner.
and deep fried. You feel me?
Yeah.
You ever done carnitas at home? Your family do them like at home? Yeah.
My mommy makes it every
And like
once in a while.
the like deep fries it in the pot and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man. The deep fried way, still
I
crunchy on the
know.
outside. That's
Oh,
the
and
good
it's
kind of carnitas.
Mm-hmm.
You can still do them in like crock pot and stuff like that, but like if you want to get them like nice and crispy a little
I need to
bit,
come over.
fry 'em.
I need to come over for dinner one night.
Yeah, next time we make them. But the best carnitas ever had is when I went to Guanajuato.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm. They were like we went to this little hole spot,
Of course.
man, and we went crazy. We got plates on plates, man. Oh gosh, just thinking about it, man.
How much? What? How much? How much? What's the pricing like over there?
It's pretty cheap.
What is pretty cheap? That's
Like-
subjective. What is it?
For most things, I can't remember exactly the price, but
Well, even
It's
here,
like-
bro. Like if you go to like the Cardenas or something, like you can get the carnitas by the pound.
mhm.
Just buy a pound of carnitas, buy a stack of the tortillas they make there, and some green salsa.
Exactly.
You set.
Yeah.
And I think you can probably cop all that stuff for like now, probably like maybe $15-$16.
Mhm. I mean, to put in perspective, I brought $400 with me, and
For how long?
for a week. But the only reason I ran out is because I got like a bunch of belts. I got 2 belts, a pair of botas.
Damn, botas, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the drip though.
I know. I mean, I'm wearing it right now. Y'all don't see, but like, yeah. So I went crazy.
Donald's
And,
laughing me out the camera.
So like, if I just like wanted like food and regular stuff. Oh yeah, I also bought this chain too. Forgot about that. So like, I went crazy over there. If I just like wanted food and wanted the frugally,
$400 is a good amount of money, bro.
yeah. But
Yeah.
for food wise,
For, like, a
cheap as
vacation?
hell.
Sorry, no, $400 is good for like to spend like on your vacation. Is that what you, like? your plan?
Yeah. I think for Mexico, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Dude, I
any
just
other,
told you
I
how
don't-
much shit I bought.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Gotcha.
Um,
gotcha.
And with the food and stuff, and I mean, did you have to pay for any transportation or anything?
Yeah, if you want to Yeah, if you hop in a taxi.
So basically, just like a week worth of food, 2 belts, a chain, some botas. That's like about $400.
Yeah. I mean, it also depends on how much you do. You could definitely, like, I definitely could have brought less and been all right.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I knew I was going to buy some shit, so.
You know, treat yourself.
Exactly.
Treat yourself.
Every once in a while, you gotta treat yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Your Mexico trip was definitely like kind of got the thought process flowing too, because I even started looking at like some of the real estate that was out there and like realized like that's like actually like a pop in place for people right now, for expats like who are just like kind of relocating, but not so much for the locals. They're not really too stoked on like all the people buying up the real estate there.
Yeah, it's just like Texas,
like I said,
or Arizona.
Bro, you would have been just fine out there. White people, Asian people, like, you know, if they feel all right, you would have been just fine.
What do you mean?
It's like a tourist area, right?
Yeah. Because I know, like, you haven't been to, like, Mexico yet.
Mm-mm.
So I think that would have been a good spot for you.
Well, I've been to Mexico, but not not like I don't even know how to say it. Not the streets of Mexico, because it's not the streets.
Yeah.
But it's like I've never been like in the I mean, is it like where's the heart of Mexico? Where would you say the heart of Mexico
City?
Yeah, Mexico City, probably.
Okay, well, other than that, like another touristy.
Guanajuato's pretty big.
Okay.
Mazatlan, but that's in Sinaloa. So it's
like the more central like you kind of get, like it kind of starts getting a little bit more like the territory is very much so controlled.
Really?
And, yeah. So
it's just like, bro, it just
like
freaks you out, dude.
what is that? Isn't it Culiacan?
Culiacan?
Culiacan.
That's also in Sinaloa.
Yeah. So like those areas are very popular, but again, it's I don't know, man. Like the tourist areas are always going to be like you should be straight if you just stay on the resort. Like if you're just like if you get like an all-inclusive resort, like where it's all your meals are there, like that's
normally how I roll, bro,
and stuff like that. You're usually pretty straight. But if you're trying to go like Airbnb and like you're just kind of out and about, that's when things can kind of get sketchy, especially if you don't speak Spanish. Like if you speak, you probably be all right, just because
I can get around.
A lot of people, yeah, but it's a respect thing. Like if they see you and you look white, but you speak Spanish, they're obviously going to have a lot more respect for you because you know the language and you took the time to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably won't get like messed with as much just from knowing Spanish. So you'd probably be all right.
Yeah, nah. You'd be chilling, man. And it also just depends on where you go. Like, if
Yeah,
you go to, like,
I don't
cities,
think I have any like I don't have any need to go. I mean, I might go with you and your family, but that's like with you and your family who have been there and like know that shit. You know, like I definitely wouldn't go with like a group of friends.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I would only want to go with my family too.
Yeah.
Unless the group of friends I was with all.
Yeah, just think I'd be fucking sprinting back to your mommy, dude.
Dude, yeah. I mean, every time I was gonna buy something, I always like went up to my mom or like my aunt and be like, "All right, ask me how much this is."
Like, just make sure. I'm looking to laugh at my accent.
I know. I mean, I can speak it, but they'll be able to tell that I'm not from there. So like,
yeah.
Nah, that's the price on that
raise
one.
that price up for you.
Yeah. Yeah, man, they bargain over there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So like, someone's getting a drink.
What are we drink they're getting?
Ghost.
And there's a ghost. The ghost of New to Jim.
Yeah.
What's it called? So, I mean, before we get into some hot topics, because I know you want to get into hot topics, what'd you guys think about the little filming we did for Podboy?
Have we talked about that on here yet?
No. Well, I think we just talked about like in general, like what we kind of been up to in this past couple of days.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely.
If we don't want to talk about it, we don't got to talk about it.
Well, no. Look,
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, as far as what we're doing, you know, Podboy, you know, making moves, going out there, doing marketing for people, and had one of our first events where our client that we're working with was a sponsor of one of the events.
Had a little booth set up.
Had a booth set up, got a chance to meet up with some of the co-workers of this client, and it was really cool to see their environment, and you kind of got an inside like look at the camaraderie and like the brotherhood.
It was really fascinating. Yeah.
It was cool, man.
It was dope.
Yeah, it was cool.
Dope.
Good burritos, man. That breakfast burrito was banging.
Oh,
That was good.
That was good breakfast
Dude,
burrito, but
whenever I eat a burrito, bro, salsa verde is like,
Oh, you got the shits,
crave
huh?
it, bro. Huh? No.
He's like, I just blew up the bathroom.
Nah, dude, it's like
Check that
breakfast
out.
burritos. It's like I want Cholula or salsa verde. And any burrito, it's like I need salsa. I need it.
he
Like,
needs the salsa.
Mhm.
I crave it.
No, it was good, man. I thought we had some good footage. I thought our editor Don was he's been like a magician.
He be
Yeah,
cooking.
he's been-
He be cooking, man. He's been like
cooking
that
up
Walter
lately.
White
Mhm.
of CapCut.
Oh, Final Pro, right?
Final
Pro,
Pro,
yeah.
See,
We
Final
use
Pro,
everything.
That's the thing. Don, don't let the lack of words fool you.
Yeah.
Don't let that stop you from thinking that this dude.
He's a man of little words but many thoughts.
Nah.
Yeah,
Until you get him off cam and he just don't stop talking sometimes.
You know that my guy like to talk a little bit, off cam, you know when the lights aren't on and there's not a camera going on and it's just chilling. Don's got a lot to say,
Oh yeah.
and I like hearing what Don's got to say. Don's a funny cat, bro, but you gotta get him in the right environment.
You got to get him warm and bubbly.
Absolutely sloshed. Then we'll get him on the spot.
It's so funny, like the levels of like how we tried to say it. It's like right situation, warm and bubbly. Yeah, you got to get him sloshed, bro.
You got to get 3-4 drinks in him.
You know what I'm
Shot,
saying?
3, 4, 10
Three-
shots.
Yeah. And
Don,
then
do
he
you
really,
like
he
to drink,
really.
Don? Don, do you like to drink?
Oh, you drink it.
You can handle your alcohol, or is it like a couple?
He can
of drinks?
until he can't.
Yeah.
He can until he can't.
Like
That's
like.
just-
Let me ask you this:
that's
like,
all of us,
liquor
though.
is that like when you start kind of like nose diving? Like you can be drinking beer and like all that stuff, and you're straight. But once you get the liquor in you, that's okay.
AKA
Yeah,
the buzzball,
yeah.
bro.
One buzzball?
Nah.
Oh, no, we killed a couple
We got
buzzballs.
we got the big kahunas way. We got the fucking the big almost like handle. We got 2 of those. Yeah.
Okay, just passing it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys look like you'd been sharing some drinks, man. There looks like a little bit of energy that's just a little bit low. There seems to be a consensus, I mean, I'm tired.
I was recovering yesterday for
Yeah,
sure. I drink a
same.
lot, man. That was fun. But you gotta let loose sometimes, dude. Like I never drink, and that's probably why
That's why
I
you're
got
so
pretty,
uptight, huh?
I got pretty probably. I need to cool off and just drink every night, a couple beers every night before
couple
bed.
beers, just a
And
couple.
And then when I want to stop, I'll cut back to like a couple beers a night still.
Yeah.
Maybe like
2, 3, 4.
yeah,
Yeah.
but maybe like 3 or instead of 4 days or something.
Maybe drop out of school for a little while.
Yeah, something like that.
Stop working.
Use all my PTO,
yeah.
done.
kind of sleep in and stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would just be a cool lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
No, so and that was the same night as your as our pod boy
Oh, yeah.
filming.
Yeah,
so
dude.
busy Friday.
And bro, props to Xander for going and doing that shit. He works. He works.
Xander's a beast, yo.
Yeah, he
You may
works
not realize
He
that.
works
You may not
complicated
realize that.
hours,
Stop,
and
man.
he goes to bed for like an hour and a half.
No, homeboy was on no sleep, weren't you?
Nah, I got like 2 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say like hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. Gets up, and then we stop somewhere. He gets an energy drink. He's just yapping the whole way, but I let him yap. I even told Donald. I was like, yeah, I just let his ass go because I didn't want him to fall asleep on me. But no, we were talking about some cool shit. Like we were talking about some
Yeah, Xander works the night shifts, man, and so we had an early morning,
Oh, yeah.
and homeboy was there, man. He handled his business at work, handled his commitment with the client that we made, and so, man, y'all just gotta respect hard work. You gotta respect the work ethic, and so, absolutely, I'm with Ethan on that. We commend you for all your hard work and your efforts.
I appreciate it, man. Like, shit, if it wasn't for y'all, man, I would not be able to get up. So, y'all bring the energy to me.
man.
And you were throwing them freaking zingers at Corey when he was up in the dunk tank, man. You were
We
just
busted
making it
him.
rain,
We
bro.
were banging him.
I know we were going crazy. My shoulder's actually a little sore. I mean, give a little context. Our client had a little dunk tank, and we were just throwing practice shots at the thing all day.
But we were knocking him, bro.
I know. It's,
Well, Xander was knocking. I'd say you two were doing better, but Xander was.
You hella disrespectful. Nah. He definitely knocked,
for
he knocked
real?
like maybe like 3 more than me, which is a lot from how far we were
I was just
fucking
like throwing him faster. I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Xander was going like this and hitting. No, just playing.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I was just
Yeah,
doing trick shots.
Covering up and shit.
No.
Yes, bitch. Just throwing them backwards and shit.
Yeah,
Nah.
that's his style.
No, I knew, like, I was, like, contemplating. I was like, bro, I bet Xander's just sitting there like, oh, I hope Ethan doesn't wake up. Like, I hope Ethan doesn't text me. I'm coming right now. And then if we miss it, like, damn, dude. I was up waiting for you. I don't know what the hell happened. And that would have made me look like a dumbass.
Dude, no, when because to make it easier for myself, I set up all my clothes and stuff so I can just roll up, boom, 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 you know. So I did that, brushed my teeth, went back, and it was like 6:50ish. I was like, I got like a few minutes before Ethan gets here. And I was like, all right, let me scroll on TikTok because if I fall asleep, I might might not wake up.
And it's happened before.
Oh yeah,
Where I have to fucking call his sister. But, is Xander sleeping? Let me in. And she'll let me in. I walk in. Walk in. He's like, straight up, just drooling, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Xander, you're like, huh? I'm like, dude, are you ready? Yeah. Ready?
Yeah,
slow get up. You're like, like,
dude, yeah, I remember that, man.
when was that, bro? All right,
That was like one for one of the podcasts.
I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
when he works so much.
Yes, it was the Fit Expo. Maybe.
Maybe.
I think it was the Fit Expo. Actually.
That makes sense.
Sounds like something I do around that time.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of stuff that you also do, man, you also hook us up with some hot topics.
Oh yeah.
Phil's just hurry up.
Let's get to it, man.
No, just if y'all want to, that's cool.
No,
What
I
y'all
mean-
talking about?
No,
Xander's sleep
nah.
habits. How y'all wake up together and roll over and. No.
No, for real. So
I don't wanna be yapping too
we're pretty late on this. Everybody knows about this.
much. Oh Lord.
Diddy situation. How much y'all know about it?
Sometimes
about
we
P
need to
Diddy
do like
himself.
emergency pods, dude. Like if we see something like popping like that, maybe instead of waiting until Sunday, we get together at some point, take an hour out of the day, wherever.
Well, it's not like we're
going
going to be saving the kids that are being trafficked. You know?
Dude,
Like,
nah,
if that were the case, yes, let's meet up as early as
But
possible.
clickbaity title, clickbaity thumbnail. It's relevant still instead of hitting it a week after. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, because I looked up a little article by
The sketch.
yeah, I looked up a little article just to get some more backstory for us because I didn't know the whole story of how everything went down.
Okay.
And so I think
What happened with Diddy?
Yeah.
Give us the backstory. I know he was just there's always those rumors about like Diddy and like weird ass parties and like stuff like that.
What was that? What was the comedian that we were talking about?
Dave Chappelle.
No, not Dave Chappelle.
A lot of people be talking about
Oh my gosh, why can't
Kevin Hart.
No,
No, the other one that exposed all of that.
he's like
Cat Williams.
Yeah, Cat
Cat
Williams.
Williams.
He's
Yeah.
like a pimp. No, he is
Like
a pimp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pimp name slip back.
Like that.
Yeah.
You don't need to include the Mr. Pot, but thank you very much,
Excuse me, Mr. Pimp name slip back.
Mr. Tom Dubois.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Diddy.
Yeah, P Diddy. So I looked up like the whole story, because I didn't really know exactly the whole backstory.
Yeah.
But pretty much,
Have
if
to
y'all
clean your
don't
browser afterwards.
know- exactly. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, it's gross. I had a couple notes here. So first, how it all started: his ex-wife, who he got together with when she was 19,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like 37.
Wait, whoa.
Whoa, that's gross.
Yeah. So her name.
Nah.
He was graduating when she was
He's just
enrolled in
a number,
kindergarten.
Phil.
Yeah, exactly. She was mature for her age.
Fuck no, dude. I can't believe there's a population of humans that think that. Okay. I'm not. Okay, well, I don't want to like
let's keep it a
shit on
buck.
like a whole bunch of people, but
Let's keep it a buck.
yeah, we don't. We don't really
1937 is a little whack. In my opinion.
37 and 19 years old, bro. Oof.
I thought you were talking about a specific year, like 1937. Like
Yeah,
what
it
happened?
did sound.
I
Like,
thought you
I
were
know
about
what
to
you
drop some
meant.
stats, bro. But that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, 37, 19.
So I was just dropping a little
Yeah.
fun facts,
Got you.
not so fun facts. All right, so pretty much, her name is Cassandra Cassie Ventura. She was also like an R&B artist,
Never heard
and
of her.
she accused him of.
Oh, Cassie.
Cassie.
Okay,
Yeah. She accused him of raping her, in 2018, beating her, and demanding she carrying a firearm to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and forcing her into unwanted sexual encounters with male sex workers.
She was forced to carry her own firearm?
That's the interpretation I'm getting right now.
I'd have been using that on Diddy.
Yeah, I was like, why would, how, okay.
Maybe
some
it's
people
like,
don't like carrying.
Maybe it's like, yeah, hold this, and I still have all this power over you or something.
Maybe.
That's some mental torment.
Yeah.
Still would have shot him.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what the first that's the first thing, and she pretty much came out and said, like, you know, she's the one that started it all.
Okay.
So
Crazy.
Yeah, that, and then going to one of his other victims, we got Lil Rod Jones, and this man, he was a up and coming rapper from what I'm getting here, and
Rob Jones?
Lil Rod Jones.
Rod, okay.
R-O-D.
Yeah. Allegedly, he was subjected to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his direction, and that he was forced to engage in relations with sex workers Combs had hired. Oh, yeah. Combs is Diddy's real last name, by the way. Combs had hired.
It wasn't Diddy, it's not his real last name?
Oh.
P's not his first name?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Believe that or not, it's true.
My whole world's upside down. Sorry. So, Combs.
What is life?
Yeah, so I guess between September 2022 and November 2023, he claims Diddy essayed and drugged and threatened him for more than a year. So pretty much Diddy was sexually assaulting this man for over a year and drugging him and stuff. And yeah, I guess, you know, we all know that Diddy had his sex trafficking parties with underage women. Oh, yeah. So Diddy also had sex trafficking parties with underage women and illegal drugs. It implies record label executives who looked the other way financially benefited from access to celebrities and dignitaries. So yeah, this man was having sex trafficking parties.
Was he on the list, bro? He had.
Oh, he had to have been on.
He had to have been on the fucking list.
I heard
bro.
he flew out like to somewhere around that area after, or like his houses were getting raided. Like he went down to the Bahamas to like chill out for a minute. I don't even know. Have they even caught Diddy? Is Diddy
I don't think
custody?
they caught him yet.
Combs is not in custody?
I don't know.
Combs?
You should look that up.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I heard that he did flee. Like,
yeah, he definitely flew.
What about all the stuff with him?
Who made someone was talking about a movie that was made. Was that you, Donald? Yeah, a movie was made by him where he basically foretold this. Like, he knew that at some point in his life it was going to catch up to him. So he made a movie, which I don't even know what it's called. Donald was talking about it, but he basically gets caught up and then he flees the country and never like gets caught. And it's basically what's going on right now. So it's like, is he from the future?
Yeah, is bro planning this out? It's like, all right, one day I'm going to get caught. I'm going to just let y'all
like
know.
That,
I'm going to put it in a movie right here.
It's just like that cyber attack movie we were talking about with Jack, dude. It's like the Obamas made that film. Yeah. It's like, what if that goes down? You guys not going to trust me?
You?
You know that one line.
What's the line?
It's basically just
I don't know.
It's basically just a person that's like me. You wouldn't really trust me.
Oh, a white guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's basically what a scene was, I believe.
I think
I can see that.
I know. I check it out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. So we got a couple more, just like quick little notes of some other person that is accusing him. Joey Dickerson Neal claims Diddy essayed her in 1991 after dinner and drugged her.
Jeez.
And recorded it, and like to show all his homies and shit, you know, check it out what I did. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess her colleagues were terrified Diddy would retaliate and they would lose future business if they made a statement in her support. So, you know, they never said nothing about that. And I guess oh no, this is another random one, but grapes an underage girl and then after he like drugged her and everything, and then visits her a few days later and gets all pissed and then chokes her out to the point where she passes out.
Did she die?
Nah, she lived. But
so what the fuck? Like, okay, how is this fool out? How's this fool free right now?
He's not in the country.
Like with multiple different people at different ages and different years, and I guess different sexes. If they're all saying this has happened,
Settlements.
why the fuck isn't anyone following? I would not take a settlement, bro.
It's settlements,
Who's gonna
bro.
take it? Oh yeah, you like that 50 mil? Like I'm gonna give you another 50 mil, and then I'm gonna torment you again for the next fucking 5 years.
For some people, 50 mil, that sounds like a lot, but for some people would do that for like 5,000. Like, why did I sound all good there? 5,000. No, some people would literally do it for cheaper. I don't know, like, if I can't say conclusively that that's all of why he's not in trouble, but I'm sure also pair that with very powerful people that he's probably had parties with.
Man,
Yeah, dude. I mean, his parties were crazy, bro.
The Powerpuff Pals,
Powerpuff Pals?
right? Because they're
Dude,
powerful pals with puffs. It's
hypothetically,
like whole. See
I-
what you're doing there?
yeah, I
You
see
see
what
what
you're-
like I
always
genuinely
coming up
want
with
to know
stuff, man.
if you were armed, right, and Diddy was trying to drug you and SA you, would you shoot? Would you actually? Would you pull something?
I would like to think I would, but you know, like,
What do you mean, like this? What do you mean?
If you were armed and Diddy tried to SA and drug you, right? Would you basically
like-
up it towards his direction
well, like if
and,
he's
and
like,
pull something?
I'm assuming the people like when he drugs them, I'm sure he does a thorough job to the point where they're like, to the point where they're like, probably can't even pull that shit out. So
No, but like, what if he doesn't care? Like, what if he's just like, yeah, so like you're gonna drink this, and then I'm like,
he's like, if you kill me, just to let you know, your life is over. Now your whole family's dead. Who knows? I don't know what kind of connections he got.
dude,
It's true.
No,
But you know, I don't think I could let that slide personally. But
No, not at all. But I don't think it would go straight to just like, you know, pulling out your strap, because if he's trying to get close to you, you've even seen some interviews like where he gets close to people and like people kind of scoot away. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm pretty sure like you'd probably have the same reaction. Like, Diddy, what are you doing? He moves the chair a little bit further away, you know, and then he puts his hand a little bit closer to your thigh. You can be like, Diddy, like,
yeah, it's like,
so,
hey, man, what you doing, bro?
yeah, like I don't think it would be like,
I don't know.
yeah, exactly.
you put your pinky on my thigh. Like, he probably
Nah,
wouldn't be
but if it was
that.
like,
Yeah.
I was just saying, if it was obvious and you like, I don't know, bro.
I think if it was honest, like if it was blatant, like he whipped it out, or something then maybe, but like it would be like,
Yeah, nah.
you gotta put that thing away.
Exactly.
not even
And like
look
the
at it.
people, like he takes advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? Like he takes advantage of like up and coming artists that like are trying to, you know, make it big. Like he's got
totally.
accusations of like Justin Bieber, like that. Those are
Yeah.
accusations.
How you gonna do
and
that to the
everything.
Biebs, bro?
Yeah, I know.
How you
Like,
do
I don't even like thinking of that, bro. It's just
Look.
it makes me so uncomfortable thinking about
Yeah,
this
no.
shit, dude. Like I'd probably say like a lot. Like I'm fine with like talking about a lot of things, to be honest. But I would say that SA and like shit like revolves around that makes me the most uncomfortable. Like I don't fuck with that at all.
Yeah,
even
no. I
don't
even
think
talking
anybody
about
does.
it makes me uncomfortable. Because like, did you see Only the Brave or not Only the Brave? That's a fucking fireman movie. What was it? The trafficking movie.
oh,
Sound of Freedom.
oh, Sound of Freedom.
Yeah, that movie's like,
That one hit me hard.
dude, that one made me cry. That one made me emotional.
Dude, if you didn't get emotional after watching that movie,
You a damn monster.
but it
yeah,
makes-
you may,
it makes
you
you
may be
un-
the one out there trafficking. You may be out there with Diddy.
Fucking it.
You're
Yeah.
probably partying with Diddy.
For real.
dude, but
Be
it's
like, I
crazy.
didn't feel nothing for that movie.
That movie, bro, I should honestly watch it again.
It's hard to.
With people who haven't watched it, and it is very hard to. But like they say at the very end of that movie,
Be
bro,
at Diddy's parties. No.
they're like the only way this is gonna get out and get around is like if we spread the message,
Right.
and it's an uncomfortable message to spread,
Sure.
but it's a necessary one to spread.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if we keep ignoring this shit and like acting like it doesn't happen, then like it's just gonna keep flourishing, bro. And they also don't want us to like talk about how the United States is a fucking like is a madhouse for what they're doing, bro. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
remember
Hollywood
you
is
see those statistics
Oh,
at the end
yeah.
of the movie?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, it was crazy.
It was weird.
well, especially when you take a look at some of the like new information that's coming out, like where hotel chains, like actual chains of hotels, they found like in certain closets and in certain hotel rooms, people have found like escape room style paths that go to like out into the street or out into the back area in major like Marriotts and
So
allegedly.
you're saying they're
I
like
don't want Marriott to sue
taking
me.
people and like taking them through these places to a van out back through this fucking
type
tunnel.
of deal. Yeah, type of deal. So
Bro.
I can't read that text.
I mean, it's like truly horrific. I didn't know.
But yeah, no, Diddy, he on some wild.
Yeah, he on some crazy stuff, but
What
I
about-
think it's good to talk about, just to like, get it out there and
Sure.
like,
You have
we
to.
can't ignore this, even though it's a hard topic to talk about. I think we were taking a more lighthearted approach to it. Just
Sure.
like, make it easily digestible.
No, 100%. And
it's definitely something that we should be
I
spreading
just
out
want to
there.
preface, like, this is anything we talk about on this pod is very like it's subjective, right? Like,
Sure.
we're not this is just our thoughts, and
And we're not
it's
professionals.
it's up for debate, right? It's like we're not hard stuck on most things. Like
I mean, I'm pretty hard stuck on Diddy's a fucking horrible person.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
yes,
looks
no,
like
def-
probably
definitely.
pretty predator.
Yeah. With the
I wonder if that's what the
accusations-
P stands for.
Predator.
Predator, Diddy?
He
Dude.
been known.
He been on that.
Yeah, he manifested that shit.
For real. This is true. Because it definitely doesn't stand for Sean.
No,
I don't understand where the P is
What is
coming
his
from.
actual name?
Sean
Sean
Combs.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, Sean Combs.
Yeah.
Even the name
money
sounds
is
predatory.
money
huh?
is the root of all evil. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like it seems like this is a pretty good testimony.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like powerful people, like they just get everything they ever want. So it's like, well, what's something that like is like,
What's something
they
I
just
can-
like always
Yeah.
up it more.
Yeah.
I think it gets to a point where then it gets to not only now I'm powerful, but everyone, once you get to certain echelons of money and status, well, now there's a lot of people that are powerful. How do I be more powerful than them? And that's when the bribery and the blackmail.
Well,
and
I
stuff
think
like
I
that
think it's
happens.
more so control. It's like, hey,
Sure.
I have money and I have power, but like you see, like Netflix has done a good job with covering some of all the manic serial killers over the last couple of years.
Oh,
with,
yeah.
With Ted Bundy. The
Oh,
Ted
yeah.
Bundy
Oh, that
stuff.
was good.
And
That was
the
good.
Jeffrey
Sean
Dahmer.
Wayne Gacy stuff
Mhm.
and
The Dahmer show?
and the
Yeah.
and the Dahmer show.
That was good.
And it's like all these people just want utter control over like it's a weird thing, right?
Yeah.
Because like it's interesting, like you keep coming back to want to watch it more, but it's disturbing as hell. Like how
Are you talking
they-
about the
how-
documentaries?
yeah, like
Yeah.
but how they're talking, like how they like feel like they want to control someone beyond, like it's just weird,
Mhm.
bro. It's weird, but it's interesting to understand that psychopaths and like killers really like think about this stuff that way, where they're like, oh, like, dude, the Dahmer series was just crazy about taking
man.
pictures and like how just like sociopathic he was, like just nuts, dude.
Yeah, what did he say? He said like,
Calm down. I just want to.
it's just
I just wanna take eerie, bro. It's just
yeah,
so
and he
eerie.
would do that with all of his victims. And no, and the speaking about the control
And
thing,
his grandma. Like,
Yeah, speaking
totally
about-
like deceived his grandma. Grandma, he's just sleeping. like what?
or how he tried to make like a couple of his victims like into zombies by pouring like acid into their frontal
Right.
lobe, so he could just
Drilling
have, like,
into their brains.
so he could just have like a sex slave.
yeah.
Yeah, but real
Really?
quick, Donald actually, yeah, he did that.
Oh man.
Real quick, Donald
Ugh.
just sent me a video, or sent us a video.
Mhm.
If y'all want to watch it, it's about Jane Smith and Justin Bieber at Coachella.
Go ahead.
All right,
You
we all have it right here.
you play it.
All right,
Might as well screen record it too for the pod so they can see.
you're right. You're right. Hold on. Oh, what the?
That's crazy.
Hold on. I haven't even watched it yet, but it's looking a little zesty. All right, ready?
Yep.
Good.
That wasn't your guys' party Friday night?
no. This wasn't
wait. I can't even see
sure?
it.
What is going on here?
I mean, two things I've noticed. One, Justin's rocking like those shorts hard right now, bro. Like the Kung Fu Panda / 1990 Janko style. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's pretty Yeah, those are some big shorts. Good for you, Justin.
Good for you.
Good for you.
That was the takeaway.
This is some big shorts. Good for you.
Yeah. Wow. You're really stepping out there with them shorts.
Hey, man, it looks like the Cholo playing basketball, like where the shorts are like right here, right above the ankle.
Yeah,
man, it's like
that's
that prison Cholo style.
So, Donald, what was your intention with showing us that video? He's like, just look, they're kissing.
Real talk. Later.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, they're both. Or Justin got a. I mean, I feel like the more that gets exposed, higher people just like none of them are really straight. They're all just like fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely seems that way.
Yeah.
Isn't Justin like super religious too?
I don't know.
I know he had like a phase where he was hanging out with that one pastor from like Elevation Worship or Hillsong United. I think it was Hillsong.
I think it's Hillsong.
And
I love Hillsong United.
well, the music is, it's definitely one thing, but their pastor, he had to resign because he got caught like having an affair.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
The one that was hanging out with Justin Bieber.
Is nobody sacred?
Nah, man.
Everybody get fucking exposed.
He even lied to the girl and said that he was Muslim, so that she wouldn't like look into like his Christian like
that's crazy.
background or something. So
that's fucking ridiculous.
So
bro.
to get a little bit aside, he even lied about like what religion he was. It was crazy,
This pastor?
dude. Yes.
God
Pastors
damn.
be tripping, bro. Pastors are just men.
Yeah, that's true.
Pastors
That's why
are just men.
That's why we say we don't follow like the religion.
Exactly.
We follow God.
Exactly. Yeah, because I recently left a church, like 100% left, just because of the way that the pastor was behaving. Like I
Really?
yeah,
It was
I brought
the
it
pastor.
up. I brought it up directly to the pastor. I brought it up to the board members. All of it, man, and it fell on deaf ears. There's one board member that's still my boy that I still talk to that is trying to bring up the concerns, but plagiarism at the pulpit, lying at the pulpit, all of that stuff.
What do you mean?
What's the
Meaning
pulpit?
where you preach from, like that little
okay.
stand right
Yes,
there is called
yeah,
the pulpit. Taking other people's work and labeling it as his, and saying, "Oh, like he wrote this." And then when it was brought up, it was like, "Oh no, we do that all the time." And then that brought up red flags. So I brought in other pastors, like, "Yo, do other pastors just take other pastors' services?" And like, no. Like, no, that's not what happens.
Yeah.
And so another pastor that's friends with this guy had to have a sit down with him, like, look I understand, like, you think that this is okay, but you and yes, there are sermons out there that are free to use, like you could download them and say them, but you're delivering them under the impression that you wrote this.
Yeah.
You're not giving credit to anybody else. You're not like, hey, I'm going to be speaking from, Tony Evans is one of my favorite pastors. Shouts out to Tony Evans. If you guys don't know, look him up. He's an incredible guy. He's passed away, but all of his work is still online. But if you were to go up there and I'm giving you game or some Tony Evans sauce on like how to be like the best Christian possible, but then I saying that I am the one giving you this message that really belittles what Tony Evans did as being a man of God and a vessel to receive specific words of wisdom from the Lord. So that's why pastors should be getting paid a good salary, right? A good livable salary, so that they can focus on getting and receiving messages, right? You can't go and tell a congregation that this is your work and it's not, and then not tell them. Like, you could say, yes, I'm getting this from Tony Evans or whoever, but just to go up there and just say, yeah, this is going to be our new series, and then it turns out that the entire series, somebody wrote it 2 years ago.
Yeah,
That's a bad look.
That's a
Yeah, definitely not.
So, yeah. So
It's like, if they're not going to be, that's not a trustworthy person either.
absolutely.
And he's going to be your preacher, and he's lying about stuff? Nah, you can't
And then
do that.
goes and hires family members and best BFFs who are not qualified. It was just a whole mess. And so I've got no problem bringing this up. Like, yo, dude, you continue to hire all of these people and you're doing favoritisms, and it's nepotism, because now you're hiring family who aren't qualified and expecting people like me who are overly qualified to help train these people. It's like, no, absolutely not. Like, it's just, it was bad all around, man. This dude is just a bad dude. and I got no problem saying that, man. Like the church that I left directly was because of bad leadership, both on the leadership board and cowardice on the leadership board. They were too afraid to bring it up to the pastor, and the pastor just being a bad man. Like, forget being a pastor, a bad pastor. Like, he wasn't even ordained. No. Like, and wanted to, and yeah, it was just bad, bro. And then try to say like, oh, well, it doesn't matter about being ordained. It's like, well, it's like, if I want to be a good psychologist, it's one thing to be somebody who gives good advice, but I can't claim to be a psychologist because I have no accredited school to back up that statement, right? Yeah. So in order to be the best person to give advice,
it'd be like me and you or Xander,
right? It's just
there and
and saying, oh, well, you know, like, hey, this is how you should live your life. There's a lot of validity coming from a therapist because you figure they've gone to school, they've had training, they know what they're doing. It's the same thing with pastors. They're supposed to be above reproach because they have studied the word a lot more than I have. They have been trained in the word. They have been specifically instructed on how to formulate sermons and things like that, how to translate the written word into a tangible, graspable sermon that people can take with them throughout the rest of the week. They train you on all that stuff. You can't say that you're the best at what you're doing if you don't have that training, if you don't have that discipline to even get the training, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have the discipline to hone in your own craft. Why am I going to take anything that you say seriously? You should want to be the best that you possibly can. It's like saying, you know, oh, I edit videos, but I've only just through trial and error. No, you guys have researched on how to video edit. You guys have researched on what looks good. You guys are looking at the algorithms to see what is going to make this video pop off and what isn't. Like, you guys are up on all that stuff. You can't say that, you know, we provide marketing consultations when we don't know what we're talking about because we don't have the experience in it. We haven't been trained in it. Yeah. No, you guys have the training because you did go through watching people do it and learning from other people. So that's why it's just all around, like, a pastor, I've learned pastors are just men. There are good men and there are bad men. There are good pastors and there are bad pastors, right? And so at the end of the day, like you said, and like what Jordan was saying, there's a differentiation between, or there needs to be more of a differentiation between religion and God, because a lot of the people at my old church they're just following a man. They're up there following that dude. They're not following the word.
Yeah, and that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. That's why I've been so rooted in having a good relationship with the man,
right?
The God,
the number one,
the living God, right? Rather than
DOG,
right?
The religion. I'm still religious, right?
Yeah.
I just have focused on a more intimate relationship with God,
right? And the people at that place are more interested in having a social club. It's like, oh, I meet up every Sunday, and we're just here to meet up on Sunday.
And we just like be talking.
Right.
You just be bullshitting.
Right. Exactly. But if, like, no, y'all are claiming to be about it, well, we are supposed to hold each other accountable, and you're slipping, my guy, and it's fall on deaf ears. Like, it's just all of the, bro, that could be a whole, speaking of the church hurt, like, that was a whole reason why Tina and I wanted to start our own podcast, specifically Tina wanted to start a podcast about
Tina's
Phil's wife.
Tina's my wife, and she's
Miss Castro.
Woman. Yep, she's an amazing woman and an amazing woman of God. Her biblical knowledge is far beyond mine, and
she do a Bible study.
Man, she's incredible, bro. And so she even had a great name for it, biblical name and everything for the podcast, but wanted to talk about how we are flawed. The church does cause a lot of hurt, but we don't also want to turn people away from the church and be like, oh, well, see, even a Christian is saying, like, the church sucks. Like, we're not trying to turn people away from anything or trying to sway people's walks with wherever they're at. We just want to let it be known that, no, like, for the people out there who have experienced a church hurt, you're not alone. Yeah. It is an organization, and there's a difference between religion and your relationship.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So that would be kind of the point of the podcast that she wants to do. But there's so much to talk about how bad this pastor actually is and all of his shortcomings and reproachable behavior that we have like an entire podcast like where we could probably do one season just based off of all of the examples of plagiarism, nepotism, manipulation, blatant dishonesty, double speak.
Wow, man.
Like all of it, bro.
What a guy. He's got a whole arsenal.
You got to pray for this man.
Literally, we're called to, and it's hard to because like this dude is just one of the worst people like ever. And so
And if Phil's saying that,
and it's a pastor, like I'm telling you, man, like read your Bibles, because that is the path towards finding Jesus. That is the path towards maintaining a relationship with the Lord. That is going to be your path, because men obviously can really change. He even misquoting scripture. So it's like, dude, that's not what the Bible says.
He's the head pastor?
Yes.
So okay.
he's probably just charismatic, worked his way up there somehow.
I don't
Legit,
know,
you've
man.
never met this man. 100%. That is exactly what happened.
Yep.
He is a salesman. That's it. He's a salesman who was going to get ordained, never did, never finished, but was planning on it. And that was part of like okay, cool. Well, you finish up while you're working here, and that never happened. And then that turned into, well, that's not necessary.
You're a good guy. You know what you're talking about.
Well, and then when you have weak leaders, that's what I'm saying. Like the moral shortcomings aren't just with the pastor. The leadership board, are completely fearful. I don't know why. They're there to hold the pastor accountable and to make sure that the church organization is healthy and is running as it should, and to make sure that the bylaws are upheld. And they're not doing any of that. Why? Yeah. Because they're fearful. One of the guys on the board even said, he's like, I'm a self-proclaimed, or he goes, I'm a bit of a teacher's pet. I can admit that.
Oh my
And then gets put on the board specifically by this pastor because he is a teacher's pet.
He's a D1 glazer? He admitted to that shit?
Dude, D1 in every single sense of the word, because they're also called deacons.
Deacons?
So it's like, no, dude, this dude is a D1 deacon.
He's like, yeah, I'd be like looking up to him a little bit. I'm a grown man.
Literally, bro. And if you just saw him, bro, you'd totally be like, oh yeah, no, you would say something like that.
Oh, gosh.
He told on me one time.
No shot.
Yeah. I was trying to sign up these dudes for a men's group barbecue, and he kept moving my table from where the sign up was at. I didn't want the table by the men's bathroom, because at the time our janitor was getting, I don't know, acclimated with the routine of cleaning things, but the bathrooms weren't staying that clean. And so it smelled like urine. So I don't want these dudes, I'm trying to sign up for a men's group, to be signing up for a men's barbecue while it stinks and it smells like bathroom. Like, no one's going to want to sign up for that. So I had it moved. He moved it by the bathroom. I moved it again. I went somewhere and I came back and it was moved again by the bathroom. So I was like, yo, who moved this? And he was like, oh, it was me. I'm like, okay, please don't move it again. I want it over here because I don't want it to smell like piss when people are trying to sign up for a barbecue. And because I said piss in church,
no shot,
I get a call from the pastor, like, yeah, no, he was just concerned, he just wanted to make sure like you're okay, because you seemed like you were like a little bit like upset about it. I'm like, if I was upset, I'd bring it up to you, but I don't want people to sign up for a delicious barbecue that I'm trying to like get men to sign up for, and it smells like piss while they're trying to sign up for the barbecue. And he's like, oh. Like if that's it, well then it doesn't even seem like it's that big of a deal. I'm like, it's really not. Like, I was just mad. He kept moving the thing, so I called him out. Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because he seemed a little bit. He said that you seemed a little bit upset at him for touching this stuff. I was like, yeah. If I move it twice, why would you move it a third time? That doesn't make any sense. Obviously, you moved it. Someone else moved it. Well, then someone must want it over there.
Why? Yeah.
That's funny as fuck, because I was literally gonna make a joke. Oh, what? He got mad that you said piss. And then you said, yeah, that's literally what happened.
Literally that, and he called the pastor on me. You might want to talk to Phil. I'm known as a hothead over there. because
they would hate me,
because I talk to them. Like, if there's an issue, like, I'll bring it up to that brother. I'll be like, yo, you're my brother, right? Okay, well, Matthew says this is what we're commanded to do. If there's a problem, before we have our, before we do our communion, before we do anything like that, you need to get right with your brother before you have communion. You need to get right with anybody that you're not right with. You need to get right with them. And I had an issue with one of my brothers, and so I brought it up to him. I pulled him aside. Hey, man, I know that you're talking about me behind my back. Somebody told me I don't appreciate what you're saying, and you're saying it at church. Like, I'm bringing it up to you that I know about it, and I'd like for it to stop. We handled it, squashed the beef right then and there. He's like, you know what? I shouldn't have said that. You're absolutely right. Boom. And we handled it the way that the word says we're supposed to handle it. You bring it up to that person, and once it's done, then it's done. It's over, and you're done with, and you move on. If it's not, then you bring in another party. And then if the person doesn't see reason, you bring in another person. So we've been bringing this up to other people, and still all these problems at the church have just fallen on deaf ears because they're all scared. They're all cowards. But you have to speak. Like, you're not called to be, as a man, as a Christian man, you're not called to live in fear. Even Christians, we're not called to live in fear. Yeah. So what are we afraid of if we're bringing these things up to our brother? If we're bringing it up in truth and love, the truth is you're slacking. The love part is we're here to help you out. Like, let us know how we can help you. But they think, oh, well, we don't want to cause any problems and we don't want to have the congregation to have any issues. The board didn't even want to tell the congregants, the church members, that they were lied to from the pulpit.
God damn.
Yeah.
Sounds like a strong, swell group of guys on the board there.
Yeah, they're pretty weak. It looks like we may have to take a break.
All right.
So we'll.
I have one more thing for us.
One more hot take, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, we are back from break, and without any further ado, man, we got some hot topics, or at least some hot quotes, if you will, to go over before we get into our ism, before we wrap things up. But we have some more hot quotes from Zan. Zan, why don't you break that down? I think he even said we may be able to have a little game about this, right?
Break it down, Xander.
We gonna play a quick little game, all right? I just came up with it on the dome. You know, it's gonna be, we're gonna play hard or soft. I got a list of quotes here. They're gonna be hard. Y'all gonna be hard. What, Ethan?
What? I thought we discussed it wasn't gonna be.
I thought we discussed that was gonna be the name.
Okay, all right.
Your boys landed on hard or soft.
Majority.
Don't
vote,
make a big deal out of it.
All right. Majority vote.
Let's do it. He's soft.
Yeah, he's soft.
You ain't hard.
Yeah,
you ain't tactile,
bro.
You flaccid.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Sorry.
Shit, we're stupid.
Go ahead.
This is when people click off.
Or they really lock in.
This is when people lock in, homie.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit them with the hardness.
So there's gonna be some corny shit mixed in there. So if you hear the corny shit, you got y'all. That's how you win.
All right, let's do it.
By spotting the corny shit.
Got you.
First one. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you.
Read that back one more time.
That sounds like something Samuel L. Jackson would say to you.
I think that's gonna be hard.
If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you.
I'm gonna say that's hard, homie.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's hard. That was by Genghis Khan.
That's hard. That's facts.
Genghis Khan said
with that
Really?
Genghis.
Yeah.
Okay, when did he say that? Jeez.
I don't know.
Y'all ever seen
it was when he was like
17-ish?
Yeah.
That's when that one dude owed him $20.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen that show Marco Polo? It's on Netflix.
No.
It's with the story of like Genghis Khan and how he kind of his come up. It's pretty dope.
Okay.
There's only like 3 seasons of it, or 2 seasons. Anyways, sorry, check it out. It's worth checking out.
You good? All right.
But definitely horde.
Hard.
Definitely
yeah,
hard.
that one was hard as shit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
She was hardcore.
If God wanted you alive, he would not have sent me.
Is Genghis Khan? Is that more him? More Khan?
That was more Khan.
No way. If God wanted you alive, he wouldn't have sent me.
Yeah. So pretty much.
Oh, yes, I get it. No, that's tough. That's like the last final battle of a
like,
fucking movie.
I think if I was gonna die at the hands of Genghis Khan and I heard him like saying these things as he's chopping people's heads off, like, and I was the last time, man, you already said that. Man, you were,
nah, bro.
Man, you weak.
No,
you been said that shit.
You been said that.
Think like the end of a fight, where like you reach like someone's final form, and he's like, if God wanted you alive, he wouldn't have sent me.
I bet I shut up. Just for that reason, I'm gonna say that that's soft.
Ooh,
really?
I'm gonna say hard, low key.
I'm gonna say hard.
I'm gonna say soft, just because, man, you already said that. Why you repeating yourself?
Nah, that's hard.
All right.
I mean, it's still hard, but kind of soft.
Kind of soft. Okay.
It's like a.
It's like a half chub.
It's like a chub.
It's like that's a chub. That's a chub.
Good.
All right, here we got another one.
Oh man.
Play in silence. Only speak when it's time to say. Checkmate.
Hold on, wait, one more time. The way you said checkmate, in and of itself, we have to react to that.
He's the main character. No, that's some funny shit.
Go ahead, one more time.
We got play in silence. Only speak when it's time to say. Checkmate.
I'm going corny, my guy. I'm going corny. That sounds like something.
I think if someone said it better, it'd be hard. Yes, I'll leave it hard.
Oh man, that was the corny one I threw in there. Yeah,
I spotted it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's a point for Phil right there.
Because I'll still.
No, you already took that.
No,
out, but
I
I'll
like
say
how
it
you
again.
say it. I like how you say it.
Okay. Play in silence.
You corny.
Only speak when it's time to say. Checkmate.
Why'd you get close to the fucking mic?
To emphasize
Right.
it.
No, I could see someone like Eric Thomas saying that shit. but way different, way more motivating and inspirational. Not like a speak of silence.
Not like the Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah.
Let me whisper in your ear.
All right. My enemies are many. My equals are none.
Ooh, that's kind of
cool.
hard.
Yeah,
that's
that's
kind of
cool.
hard. I'll mess with that one.
That was tough. By Napoleon.
Okay.
By Napoleon.
Yeah.
Little Napoleon from France. Really?
France, yeah.
Big words. I like that.
Off
Okay.
a little man.
Off a little guy. Yeah.
Big words for a little guy, eh?
For a little guy.
All right. They laugh at me because I am different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. Why you keep laughing now?
I think the delivery is what's doing it.
It definitely is. But bro, I think that's like
That's a chub.
yeah, that's a chub.
That's
It's
a
a-
chub.
Half.
Kind of corny a little bit too. But it's a half and half.
All right.
The way you said it gives off chubby vibes.
You guys, is that your final answer? Lock it in.
Chubs.
Oh man.
I want to say your intention was it to be corny.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip the script real quick and just say horde.
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 All right. Point goes to Ethan this time.
Dang.
Yeah.
I know my man.
So we're 1-1 right now.
We're tied.
Tied up. All right. Let's see.
Oh man,
Let's see.
Tiebreaker.
that's horde.
That's horde.
Stay
homie.
horde.
Stay hard.
Stay hard.
All right. What's the next one? Shit, I'm kind of lost my spot. Okay. I came into this world screaming and covered in blood. I don't got a problem going out the same way.
That's some comic book stuff right there, man. That sounds.
Bro, I
Like,
can see Batman saying that. But it's kind of corny. It's kind of it's like
yo, that's the hardest thing I ever heard.
I'll say corny.
Cordy, what you got? No, say soft, dude.
I'm saying soft, bro. That's
Alright.
that's a softie.
All right, y'all both got it right, man. Y'all both
Corny.
got it right.
That's a soft, corny one.
A soft, corny one. I got a couple more for y'all
Okay,
coming up on the last few ones.
let's do it.
The greatest pleasure is to vanquish your enemies and chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth and to see those dear to them bathed in tears, to ride their horses and to clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters.
More
Dude.
more Genghis Khan.
I don't know who this one's by.
That sounds like some Genghis.
I think that one's soft.
Soft?
Yeah, maybe it's just how you're reading it. Dude.
I'd say soft
Can I
too, just
read it?
because I'd be like, man, just kill me already.
Can I
Like,
read it?
Oh, wait, it is by Genghis Khan.
Is it really? It is. The greatest
it.
pleasure is to vanquish your enemies and chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth and see those dear to them bathed in tears. That's fucked up. Dude. To ride their horses and clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters. Yeah, that's some pillaging fucking.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's some evil shit.
that's a
So-
light the village on fire.
Yeah,
and
that's-
say that.
That's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And I'm going to take your wives and daughters, by the way.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, man's like 8% of his DNA is in China right now. Or no, China's population, 8% of
Can we
them.
trace back to
Genghis
Genghis?
Khan. Man was going
Really?
crazy. Yeah, man was going crazy. 8% of billions of people, dude.
Oh god.
But also, if you figure like when he like all the
Hopefully
people
he
that he actually
repented.
killed as well.
Huh?
And you think about all the people that he actually killed as well.
Yeah.
I think Joe Rogan was talking about how they could trace his reign because the carbon footprint on the Earth was like
Oh,
less.
yeah.
They took a look at trees around that time, and based on how like the bark formulated, let them know the oxygen levels and stuff like that in the air
Yeah.
were more plentiful, meaning that the carbon footprint from humans was less. And the only reason why it was less is because Genghis Khan was out there killing everybody. So like he reduced like the carbon footprint of the world for like a decade.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be the same case if there weren't planes, cars, motorcycles?
Oh, that's a whole nother tangent, but
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, short story of that. If we're gonna get all Greta Thunberg into it, like the Mother
Bro
Earth
was crazy.
Mother Earth has been Mother Earthing since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Is she gonna spit out some volcanoes and some hurricanes? That's just what's gonna happen.
Type
Can we
shit.
right? Are we a contributing factor? Of course we are. But at the same sense, we also have so many damn trees that eat carbon monoxide for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So when you talk about like how much pollutants we're putting into the air, if you take a look at like New Zealand or Australia and have twice as many trees as they do people, well, then we're countering the carbon in the air. So why are we even talking about this, Miss Greta Thunberg? Sorry. Was that hard or was that soft?
Shit. That was hard.
Thank you.
That was hard.
That was hard.
Certified hard.
All right, man. Got the last one for y'all.
Good.
I sag with my pants down to show them who's the hardest. Damn it, Donald. I was damn near going to make it through the whole thing. All right, man. We had some camera problems. But the last quote for y'all. This is the tiebreaker, too, I think.
No, I'm winning.
Is it?
Oh, you winning?
I'm winning.
Oh, okay.
At least up here I am.
All right.
All right. Well, let me get this win.
This dub.
I sag with my pants down to show them who's the hardest.
Corny as shit.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I think I said that may have been Nick Cannon. I'm not too sure. That sounds like something that would be uttered on Wildin' Out. I'm gonna go corny, bro, because
it's corny.
Because it's corny.
All right.
What was your...
Locking in?
I'm locking in with the cornball.
Yes.
All right, man. Well, unfortunately for you two, the answer was hard.
What?
I make the rules, and I thought that shit was hard.
Yeah, I bet you did. You know what? I should have put my mind into yours and been like, what would I think if I was Xander? Oh, that shit's tough.
Everyone else thinks this is lame. So he would say that's hard as hell.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, hey, turns out we both suck at being hard.
Yeah.
Or soft.
Well,
that's it for this segment of Hard or Soft. You guys both ended with the half chubs. There's no hard one
right.
at the end of this.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How dare you leave us with chubs? Well, with that being said, as always, we like to wrap things up with our isms.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some bangers from Genghis.
Yeah,
just
Genghis
now.
was dropping them, man. I'm not
Man,
gonna lie.
just dropping the bars. Genghis bars, bro. Deadly bars, literally.
Literally
deadly bars. But with that being said, we got our ism as we're wrapping things up here. And this one, shout out to Pops again. Pops is coming through with a couple isms thus far, man.
Okay.
Word.
So, Pops out there reading, English poetry and whatnot, starting to kind of get in touch with that poetic side, if you will. Retirement, man, it'll bring that out of you. You ain't got nothing else to do, so.
Real shit.
Yeah, and Pops sent me a picture of a card, I think it is, but it's got something written on it. And here it is. It says, "Do not get upset with people or situations. Both are powerless without your reaction."
It's almost like you're feeding it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're feeding the effect it's having on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You choose how you react to a certain situation, pretty much.
Well, yeah, unless you choose to engage in that, the only power that it will have is if you choose to engage in it. Like, if someone's up in your face, like talking smack or whatever, there's no power to it unless you choose to respond. If you're like, okay, you just walk away. Yeah, they may have, emasculated you and called you a bitch in front of all your friends.
I'm the bigger person.
Right, but I'm the bigger man here. No, but even just saying it like that, nothing will happen because you didn't manifest that negative energy back.
Yeah.
So you turn around and you walked away. So
Pops is cooking.
Pops is cooking on some deep levels.
Yeah.
On some deep levels.
Well,
Done
Pops.
it again.
Thank you, Pops.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Pops out in Arizona, locking it down, holding it down. But it has been an eventful episode. Got a chance to talk about
a bunch of shit.
a lot of stuff, man. The hard and soft
Yeah.
takes, right?
Yeah.
With Ethan spreading there. It just looked like you were like, yeah.
I'm comfy over here.
Emphasizing type shit.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Got a chance to talk about a lot of different things. Recap on some events that happened on the weekend, including some crazy parties and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And some crazier parties done by others.
This is true.
P. Diddy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Xander's like, why did we talk about this last hour?
It's like, no, man, my party was the best party ever. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you forgot about the Diddy parties.
I think Xander's kickback tops P. Diddy's parties.
Okay. No Diddy.
No Diddy. No, because there was no Diddy shit going on. That's why I say that.
All right.
Because it was all
Anyways, we should
legal.
just end this off there.
Yeah,
let's
let
end
me-
it there.
Let's just go ahead.
Ain't
and
no
end it
party
Before I
like a
keep
Xander
talking
party.
about-
All right.
Diddy
All
ain't
right.
got nothing on me. Xander, don't say that.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching episode 17 of the Renewed Podcast. As always, we enjoy you being here with us. Comment, like, share, everything. All of our socials are going to be linked below. Go head over to Instagram and TikTok. We upload multiple times a week, and Instagram stories multiple times a week as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys stay blessed, stay fit, have a wonderful day. Later.
Deuces.